welcome back to Simshire. If you haven't seen my last video of this build, we did a build that is inspired by wheel spins. So one wheel has different aesthetics, like, I don't know, French country, modern, and blah blah blah. And then the wheel has different room types, like hallways, bedrooms, bathrooms, stuff like that. So the last one got a little out of hand, and the build got too big too quickly, so I had to split this up into two parts, and even this video is way longer than I expected it to. But I just put it all in one video. I just didn't care. I just put it all in one video. Okay, so this video is very long. Okay? And I understand if you don't watch it all. But I didn't want to split it up into like two different parts. So this is what it is. And as I've been talking, we're going through the full finished house. And it's just chaotic. And it got bad very quickly. I hate some of these rooms, but I do love some of them. Mostly, let me see, the left side of the house I hate. The right side of the house I really like. It got bad really quickly. And I got one of the worst ones I didn't want. And I'm very upset about it. It's coming up right now. But this is the steampunk bathroom. This one here, I got this techie bedroom, so I had to go full sterile, and I dislike it so much. And then this one, I think it was haunted, maybe. I think this bedroom's supposed to be haunted. But anyway, I believe I tried my best to make it connect like fully all the way around, so you didn't have that much of a hard time going around. So there's like two or three different ways to get upstairs. I think there's 3 different ways to get upstairs. But yeah, this build is chaotic and messy, but some of the rooms are really good and some of the rooms are really bad. But it's not my fault. It's the wheel. Blame the wheel. But anyway, and then we got a gym, and then I had to make a gym. So I just made this like a full public gym, like. You can have a business on this lot as well. Why not? We might as well. And so I did this gym. And I do fix the ceiling. If you see that, I do fix that. There is no ceiling there. I fix it. Okay? And then this is the full rest of the back. And the one I didn't show you, the one building on the left, that's just a greenhouse. It just has a bunch of planter boxes. Okay? But the first one we start off with is Art Deco game room. But for some reason I lost the spin of the other wheel. But I got game room, and I could have sworn we had like a pinball machine. You know what I mean? A little smaller machine, but I didn't find it. We just had this like big one, or I might have just been like imagining it. But I could have sworn we had a smaller one. But yeah, and then I don't show you much of it, but there is a second level to this room, but it's literally just the same thing. Just downstairs. But I needed more space since these objects were so large that I had to make another room for it. So yeah. The downstairs is basically the same thing, and then the objects are switched out. So the downstairs has the juice pong table and then something else. I don't know what it is. It's the video game one, the virtual reality one where you're in like the whole thing. But yeah, that's what that one's down there. That's basically all that's different. So yeah. This was Art Deco. I don't know. Some of these styles that I tried, I don't really know if I hit the mark exactly. I tried my best, okay? I tried. Okay? But I think in the beginning, in the first part, I'll link it up above if you haven't watched it yet. But in the first part, it was actually looking okay. We were getting styles that kind of went with each other, and then it fully went downhill in this part. I was so upset. I just kept cursing. I was like, no. I hated everything. It was bad. But yeah, we're pretty much done. And then I think I put a basketball hoop right outside these doors. That's why I put the doors there. And then yeah, it's right there. I realized that there's like 1, 2, 3 exits there. I don't know why I did that. It was the build, okay? I did what I had to. And I was like, it doesn't make sense not to have that exit right there to go to the basketball hoop. Because I'm thinking these of separate buildings. I'm thinking of them as like separate buildings. Each one has like their own roof and whatnot, out in their own door. Maybe I was like, I don't know what's happening. It's bad. Okay, it's just bad. So yeah, there's the bottom, and then I just put a whole bunch of decor in there, and then the same chairs. And I think I really love these tiles. I really love them. I've been using them in everything. I might have a little bit of an issue, but it's okay. It matches the vibe, I think. Okay? Yeah, this is, I think I only show you me putting up all these neon signs because it took me ages. So, there you go. Neon signs. And I don't know what's next. What's next after this? Art Deco game room. And then I think we do a bathroom. The Retro's bathroom. And I actually messed up last time when I was recording this, because I showed you guys the steampunk bathroom and I didn't show you me making it, so that was my bad. But it's in this part, okay? But first we do this bathroom and then we do the steampunk bathroom. I don't know. It was just the order, okay? Yeah. This was just retro. I just did like old school, the old tiles, and then I did the matching wallpaper. It was just the vibe I got. I was gonna go full like laundromat vibe, like old school laundromat, but I changed my mind. Because I already did like a funky room over on the other side. I was like, no, I'll go full retro. Just completely like old tiles with this odd blue color and then the orangey tiles. It's cute. It's a moment, but not my favorite. This is where it's just bad. It's just horrible. Okay? And in the end, I think I messed something up somewhere, because when I spun the wheel, I realized I had an extra room left. And I was like, wait, I thought I calculated it all correctly and did it all right, but I somehow had an extra room left. Oh, I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. It was the stupid, I left something on the wheel, and I didn't realize I left it on the wheel. And I had to do it because I got it. So I'll tell you when it comes up at the end. But yeah, I left something on the wheel by accident, so I had to create an extra room. And so yeah, that happened. I remember what happened. But yeah, we're pretty much done in here, and I think it looks okay. It looks okay. This is giving retro with a single light bulb in here. Maybe I should have put like a what are the other lights? Like the lights that like have harsh lighting. Would that have made more sense? Because on the wheel it only said laundry room, but I just made it a part of this bathroom. So I take some liberties, but not a lot. Actually, I'm pretty proud of myself. I don't mess up too much in this like build. I do my best. I keep to the wheel styles and aesthetics, and sometimes I do try to place it next to another room that might make sense. Like, we got like a haunted bedroom, and I already had like a dark academia like bathroom, so I thought those might go next to each other. They fit next to each other, but then when you go out to the next rooms, it really doesn't go. It's bad. It just goes downhill so fast. It's too much. I don't know what happened. But this is the steampunk bathroom that I missed last time. It's okay. I do like my own, what is this custom like shower with like the door you can do from the Woohoo pack? What's that pack called? I don't know. The Woohoo pack gave you like a custom shower door. And I just used that old-timey toilet since it had like a pipe going up. I thought that matched the vibes. Okay? And yeah. And then I do miss sometimes putting a window in, but I go back, I think. I put one in on the left here. I shove one in. I'm like, oh, there's no lighting. So I had to add a window. And I don't know, I took, like, when I was doing the outside, I had to make my best judgment as to where, like, the new wallpaper would start and the old one would end. I don't know, I tried my best to make it kind of look okay, but I don't think it looked, I don't know, I don't really like this house anymore. I liked it in the beginning. I don't really like it anymore, guys. It's bad, but it is already up in the gallery. If you guys want this house, this atrocious house, it's up there. There you go, it's on my gallery on Simshire, but it's bad. I don't like this. But I do need to create a family for this. how many bedrooms? I ended up with 5 bedrooms. So I have a haunted bedroom. It's so gonna be like a goth person, I don't know, or ghost. And then I have like a beachy coastal bedroom. And then I think I have a farm bedroom, but it also has like the same vibe of like beachy coastal, but more farmhouse. So beachy, farmhouse, haunted, and then I have eclectic bedroom. That one I just put like eclectic made me think of when I looked up, it had like a bunch of odd stuff in it. So I put like a bunch of figurines and paintings and pictures up in there. And that's the eclectic one. And then what's the last one? I don't know. There's one more. I'm missing one. I don't know. Oh, yeah, my favorite. The high tech one. Yeah, my favorite one. The tech one. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You should see the outside. I don't think I showed you the outside. You might have seen it in the beginning when I spun around, but the outside is, it's something. It's bright white. I found this, like, reflective, like, white wallpaper that looks really sterile. I was like, wow, this is horrible, but it's perfect for a high-techy room, right? So I had to use it. But I don't know what the family that lives here, because, okay, so when I was doing it, my thoughts were, since I got a gym, in the room, the extra building was so big that I just made it a full-on, like, open public gym. So, that could be a business with small businesses. That was my thinking. And then I have the whole pool set up downstairs. So that can also be part of the gym. You know what I mean? Since it's it has the entrance in the back. You know what I mean? So you don't have to go through the house to get to the pool. But you could. So it has the entrance from outside down to the pool. So that can be public. And then there's a bathroom, a really ugly bathroom in my opinion, down in the pool area as well. So there is public. So I use public stalls for that bathroom. That was my thinking when I went through that room. The downstairs bathroom is underwater themed. And I used all of like the decals and the bright blue tiles. It's ugly. But it's ugly. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah, that could be a whole like public business thing. But I don't know. And then there's like a greenhouse, so the backyard could be like public communal space. I don't know. And then we're on the living room. This room does not look like this anymore. I'm sorry. It looks like this, but I've changed all the colorways. The only reason I did that was because in the room above, the stairways open, so the wallpaper had to go up and match. You know what I mean? It had to go up to match it, otherwise it would look weird. So when I got up there, I got like a fancy. I don't remember the exact category, but it was basically a really fancy smancy room. And so that bright orange wallpaper was no longer working, okay? So I toned it down just a little bit. I think I used like a pale yellow. And I just changed the colorways of everything to like make it flow a little better. So this no longer quite looks like this, but it also still does, if that makes sense. to make it flow a little bit better with the room up above it. But by me saying that, none of the other rooms are very aesthetically matching to the whole vibe. I feel like in this area, the living room is okay with the game room next door. But then we have that, what is that? That room we did last time. The hallway, what is that? The mudroom, there you go. It doesn't really go with the mudroom because the mudroom's more like dark and edgy with dark tones and woods. And that's why I separated a little with like the step downs and step ups, so the flooring wouldn't like flash next to the other one. But yeah, that's the only reason that this changed, because of the room above. And then I do have issues. I noticed it before, but I forget about it because I don't use them that often. I've been using them lately, but platforms have like issues with like rugs being placed on them sometimes. It'll sometimes glitch to the bottom level of the floor. I don't know why, but yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, Look, the family, it might be like 2 separate families because I don't really see one family out of this 5 bedrooms. So 2, 2, 4. That's 4. Like fit 2 couples, and that would be 4 Sims already. And then there's still 3 bedrooms left, so they can each have a couple kids or family members, I guess. Or we could just have like this can be like a friend house with a bunch of random people that don't know each other. I don't know. But yeah, this one. What is this? What did we get? I don't remember. I don't think I really did this style right. I don't know. What was it? Cottage core? No. I don't know what this was. Shabby chic. When I looked this up, it is like, you know, tea party furniture, like that old style tea party furniture. That's what I kept seeing, and we don't really have any of that except for like 1 or 2. And it wasn't really working because it was only 1 or 2 items. So I went this way, and I mixed this up a little bit. I changed up the color so it's not so matchy, and then I just put a bunch of plants. I really don't think I did this one correctly, but I tried my best. And the vines came back again, guys. I put vines everywhere. When I thought the building looked ugly, I covered it with plants. It truly makes it look better, but it doesn't look like it goes together, okay? And there you've seen a couple of like the roof type. It's bad. There's like a whole I wonder how many packs I used. I probably used every single one of them, let's be honest. Let's be for real. I probably used every single pack. It's bad. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So if you guys have any suggestions for my next video or even for the family, I still have no clue. I don't know. I might wait a minute to do the family because I don't know. I have like the whole weekend because this whole build took up the whole week. Okay? And I don't know if I'm gonna post on Friday. I usually post every day of the week except for the weekend. I actually really like this garden area. And then what was the category for the hallway next to it on the left? We got like fairy tale something, fairy garden or something. So I had to go full garden on the left. It just looks weird. I don't know what happened, guys. It's bad. I don't know. But yeah, it looks great, okay? It looks okay. And then the stupid patio. I wasn't even planning on doing that patio. I was just gonna leave that open and empty. I really was. The very top patio, because it was so big. I was like, I'm not doing this. But then I got something, and I was like, oh, I guess I can do this. So I brought back my whole movie theater thing I do. So that's back, guys. I'm back with my projector movie theater that I do. But yeah, this was a lot. I don't know what happened. This was supposed to be like a quick fun video, but I chose the wrong lot size first of all. I think that was my first mistake. I chose the wrong lot size, and I chose a pretty big one. And I was like, this is alright. And then I just started adding rooms, and it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's horrible. It's fine, guys. It's fine. But I think the space looked cute. And a little, like, overgrown. So I think it's kind of shabby. I think the wallpaper's shabby, and some of the items are shabby. But, I don't know. Is it shabby chic? I don't know if I really got that correct. So we got rustic cabin, and then closet. And so I just kept spawning because I didn't have a room yet. So Boho BG was 4-bedroom. So Boho BG bedroom, and then the shabby, or wait, what was it? I don't know. What was it? I forget. It's gone. I don't remember. You'll see that style closet. You guys remember, right? Just rewind really quickly, and you'll know what I meant. I forget what the closet was. But yeah. That's why I spun it again. I had a bedroom to put the closet in. I don't know. I think it looks okay. I don't know. I used the island living stuff. So like the open, like, I don't know what type of windows you would call those. I don't know what those are. Like they kind of look like they collapse like a shade. I don't know. So it's pretty like white and so beachy vibes. And I'm getting, you can kind of see the idea of what's going on now. I'm getting more roof types, more wallpaper, and stuff like that. So I actually got rid of most of the columns because I didn't feel like they went well with anything. So I kind of deleted all the columns, and instead I used like roof trims and like the any of like the trims that you can put on the outside. I used those instead to kind of break up the spaces, and I think that looks a little bit better, just a little bit better. But yeah, I tried my best. It's okay. It's not my best work, but it's okay. I wish which one was my favorite? I really like the first room I did. That room was like perfect, and then it all went downhill from there because all the stuff I've added. And I said it last time, but I don't have a dining room, like an official dining space. But technically, you can obviously sit out there in the courtyard, and then there is a little sitting area in the actual kitchen already. There's a whole bunch of sitting areas, so I don't really feel like you're missing out without an official dining room. Because there is one room that I got that I know I failed because of the combination does not work. Because I had gotten, what did I get? I got a artist studio and magical. So I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry. That room was a fail. I'll admit that. I just put a bunch of plants. That's all I did for the magical bit. I don't know. I don't know. I admit I failed that one, okay? But anyway, back to my original thought. There's a lot of sitting space, so it doesn't matter if there's no official dining room. And then there's like this whole hangout area up here as well. So there's like 50 different spots you could sit. And I think I put a grill up on this top patio. Yeah, I put a grill up there. So there's a lot of like different spots you could eat technically. And then let me think. The patio, there's a staircase from the front, like completely outside. There it is. It leads down to the very front door. So, and the front door is very close to the kitchen. So it's not that far of a walk. And then they have access from 2 different rooms. And then, is that it? So you have access? This is weird. You have access from 2 different bedrooms. And then access from the ground floor. And then the whole house is like a circle loop. You can technically loop around on either side. I tried to make it like a full loopable way to get around. I don't know. But it looks fine, guys. I do like this room as well. But, like I said, I like my first room I did originally. I want a whole house like that. This just got so it's too much. It's too much. I don't know what's happening. I'm running out of what are these? Wheel spins. So I do add some. Because I have so many rooms left. I do add a couple. And this is where the balcony. This balcony is a hot mess. Why is this balcony so large? Okay? This is horrible. So I just decided to make it all. I was originally going to split it up into like different balconies, but I was like, no, let's just make it one big balcony. So we do this, and then I decided to make it like an overhang so the projector doesn't get broken in the rain if you have seasons. So I do this glass roof thing. So yeah, so it doesn't get wet. And I do my little seating area with the movie projector thing. And that, because this was what Bohemian did. So I was like, okay, so maybe like a little yoga thing, okay? And then I was like, oh, but I already did yoga inside the actual room, the bedroom right there. I did like a little yoga mat, but I still use the yoga stuff, okay? And I make a little teaching area. So you have like the little teaching mat and then like 5 or 6 yoga mats in the corner there. And then I don't know, was there like a teaching like meditation stool? Because I didn't see one. I might have just been like not seeing it, but I didn't see a teaching stool for the meditation. But I put them in there anyway. I like did a mix and match of sprinkled meditation stool, and I put like candles and flowers in between. It was weird. Okay, I was just trying to fill the space, but like I said, I just put a glass roof, and I felt like I needed to like frame it in, so I used the columns and then like the little. I need to learn what these are. What is this called? Like the spandrel. I think that's right. I got it right for once. The spandrel going across like cages it in, and then I put curtains, like half curtains around it, so they can have a little bit of privacy if they want it, and like they can actually pull the curtains around. But we can't do that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that fridge is underneath the glass roof, so it won't break either. I do sometimes forget about that, and I do leave them out in the rain. That's my bad. But I think I remembered, for the most part, not to leave anything that could be broken out in the rain. Except for, do the umbrellas, like the beach umbrellas count as covered? Because I do put a speaker by some beach towels. I don't know if that counts. I don't know. We'll have to see. You'll see if it gets broken or not. Because I do put a speaker out on the floor. I just put a platform here because I felt like it needed a little separation from the other spaces for the hot tub. This one got a lot of activities, okay? This one has everything you ever need. And so I just put like another like seating area, quick little seating area, and then plants there. Oh, here's my fancy office space. So like I said, I changed the wallpaper that went down to a yellow so it would go better with this room because I have like a pale yellow, so it doesn't clash as much. And I actually play tested this, guys, and it works pretty good. It works pretty good. There's no, I don't know if I missed anything because I didn't like try every single thing. I just did like the spots where I thought it would not work and fix those. Like surprisingly, I didn't have to fix this office. Everything was pretty like, how would you say, tight in this space. So I thought for sure you couldn't reach the desk in the back. But you can actually use it, it's fine. Nothing was broken in this room. And then I did have a couple of moments where the sim could reach a room, but couldn't get back out. I was like, what do you mean? You reached the room, so how can't you get back out the room? You know what I mean? But anyway, I fixed those. I don't know why, but I fixed those weird moments of when the sim did that, but whatever. Yeah, but this room, the only reason I made it this small was because I didn't want to make another room, and I didn't want to take up a bedroom. So I just cut this room, and like, I cut the original bedroom off a little bit, and then I just made this tiny little fancy office. So I don't know. This could be, so maybe the public areas. So the public areas, I guess, would be this balcony. This whole balcony, because there's like, this is just like a hangout house. I don't know. This has like the hot tub, pool, sunbathing, yoga, gym, planting. I don't know. Maybe this house is like a bunch of hippies. I don't know. Is hippies a good family for this? I don't know. This feels like that type of vibe. All the like hangout spots are very like hippie-ish. I don't know. But yeah, this is just like a fancy office, and then I wanted to put the Abraham Lincoln thing in here. Not the Abraham. What is the statue next to me? What is that in the back? I don't know. That one with the hat. It's giving Abraham Lincoln vibes. And I never noticed that they had this chair and this swatch, so I used this here. I was very happy to find it. I don't know if it really goes. I don't know. I used it anyway. So yeah, we're pretty much done here. And then what did I get? Dark Academia. So yeah, I refill the wheel a bit. So I got Dark Academia bathroom. So I didn't want to put it downstairs with the pool because I thought that was very like odd. So I put it in the middle of the two other bedrooms, and then the other bedroom ended up being haunted, which matched with this bathroom, so I put that one here. So if I got a matching like style a little bit, I try to put them next to each other, but obviously not everything goes with each other, sadly. I'm still highly upset about the high-tech bedroom. It would have been fine if we had like a bathroom high-tech, because we have like those fancy toilets we got for city living. So it wouldn't have been as bad. But we got the bedroom and I went full sterile. I don't know why I did that. I should have just cheated. I should have cheated and changed the whole room. That's what I should have done. But no, I stuck to the wheels. I'm gonna give myself 5 stars for sticking to the wheel. I didn't change anything. So I'm pretty proud. Pretty proud. But yeah, this is just like a dark bathroom, basically. And so this whole side, I actually like the contrast. I did like the werewolf like siding with like the little green stuff. What is it, moss in between like the little black, what do you call those? The little, I don't know what they're called. But anyway, the little things, the siding pieces. So it's very like worn down as well as the roof. So I like the contrast of that. Oh, and here's the fairy garden. I was like, fairy garden. What was I hoping for this? I was hoping to get like actual garden. But in the end, I don't even spin for the last bits of the house because they were so random. I had the whole like front entry patio space to be done, and I didn't have anything left. And then I had some of the back, like different like little pathways in the back to be done. But I didn't spin a wheel for those. I just put a whole bunch of plants. So I didn't have a particular aesthetic for the rest of the outdoor space. I just did whatever. I gave myself that. But I like some of the build, like I said, but the other half, it's atrocious. I don't know what's happening here, guys. It's something, isn't it? It's really something. But since this was such a short hallway compared to the other one, I mean, I didn't put much in the other one either, but this one was way shorter. I just put like some of the like fairy tale stools in here. Like, they're not fairy tale, but like there's like a mushroom stool that matched with the aesthetic quite well, and then there's a stump stool that I put in here. So those were quite cute, and that's what basically this whole thing is. So I think it's cute. And then I put those like, I thought these lights went well. They were like very garden-esque. And then this is where I got Magical Art Studio, and I was like stumped. Okay, I didn't even have a space for an art studio, I realized, so I put it out here. But yeah, that's fine. I put it right here in the world. I don't know why. There is an overhang, so it's protected a little bit. Okay, but I didn't really match the magical vibes. Okay, I gave up here. I didn't know what to do. So it's basically just covered with a bunch of plants. So I just try to overflow it with greenery and like rugs. I don't know. Is this magical? I don't know, man. Like I said, I gave up. I really drop any like ideas or suggestions for like a magical art studio. I really didn't know what to do. This was all I had. Yeah. It is what it is. Okay. And then right next to it is like the little basketball court for the game room. So yeah. Oh, and I got candy core. I keep saying candy corn. The candy core gym. So it's it's basically pastels and then it's gym. Okay. So I went very modern and then lots of windows, open space. But then I felt like the building was lacking a little bit of something. So I covered it in vines, basically. I don't know if I like the outside. I like the interior and what I've done there, but I don't know if I like the outside because I did like a little overhang with columns in the middle of the space. I like that, but I don't think I like the rest. It's something. And the only reason I did the overhang was so I could fit the what is that? The wall, the training wall that I never use since it's so big. But yeah, I put that in there. I think I put everything in here. Except for like the yoga mat, since we already have a space for that. And I don't know why I did it, but it kind of looks weird, but I left it like that. I put the cheerleading mat outside the doors and like boxed it in with like an overhang and some plants. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it looks odd, but that's what I did. So yeah. And I don't know, does this climbing wall work if it's sized down? I didn't try it, but I was debating it. Because I was like, it's still way too large for this space. I was like, what the heck? And then I decided I put a couple tables up here because I put like a little kitchenette downstairs, like on the side. It's just a small kitchenette with a vending machine, so to grab a drink or a snack. And so I just put like 3 tables up here, and then that's it. And then the only mirrors I have are in that central section, and then on a couple of the columns because of how many windows I had. And I did debate whether or not to put a bathroom in here, but I wanted 3 of everything to like have like a set vibe going on, and I didn't have space, so I could have replaced the kitchenette with the bathroom, but I really wanted the kitchenette, so I did that instead of a bathroom because I think the kitchenette wouldn't make sense without the tables upstairs and vice versa. So that's what I did. But I do like the colors and then the choices I made. I went with like the I don't know what this wallpaper's from, but like this drippy wallpaper, and then like a solid color that kind of matched with the drippy one down below it. So it's cute. It is pastels and whatnot. I think I matched the vibe of that pretty well, I think. And then this is the kitchen. It's still very bright. And then I switched that out for another counter, and then I put the vending machine on the other side because there's like a little space right beside the stairs because it's like an L shape, so I could fit it right there, and it's still like close enough that it kind of goes together. Yeah, I think it's cute because everything had like a little minty greenish color and like the the equipment, and I really tried to force these benches everywhere. Okay, and then I squished them up against this machine. I know this is a tight space, but I still wanted the clutter. Okay, I had to. I needed the clutter, so I forced them right there, and then nothing's in the way. I did try all these machines because because the back of it is so like large and like has so many like pieces on the back of the machines. I clipped them into the wall, and so most of it's not showing, but they all work. It might just look a little odd if you look too closely with the Sims on it, but they all work, okay? And then I used, since this was like, what was it, candy for? Of like a gym, so I used like the treat mats on a couple of machines. So yeah. Then this is the weird like enclave I've done here. I don't know how I feel about this. It's just a weird cheerleading mat outside. But I do like the overhang I've done. Those are just like separate. I placed like 15 of these. These are all separate pieces. These glass panels up top, they're just a 3-wide panel from like the in like the window decoration things. That's where these are. So these are all like separate pieces, separately. I individually placed. As I placed one, I was like, oh, this is cute. And then I placed another, and I was like, oh, this seems a little short. So I placed a couple more, and I was like, oh, what if I put the cheerleading mat here? And then it got out of hand, and then it got that large. Okay? And then I needed some over here for this, so technically it doesn't get wet. Although I don't think it matters. And I don't even know if this counts as like a barrier. You know what I mean? So this is all for the looks, okay? This is all for the looks. Yeah, there's the last look at the gym. I think it's cute. And then we finally got industrial loft. Why couldn't I get industrial loft for a freaking bedroom? But I got it for a greenhouse. And then this was the one that I forgot to take off. Because those type of buildings, greenhouse and sunroom and whatnot, were all for that space of the gym. But I forgot to take those extra ones off once I spun the gym. So I was like, you know what? I do have space for a greenhouse, so I guess I will do a greenhouse. So I did it. I don't know how I feel about the greenhouse. I just went full glass industrial greenhouse. So it's fully glass panel. I don't know how I feel. Does this look weird? I don't know. It was something. I don't know. It's something. That's all I'm gonna say. And then I just fill the inside with a bunch of planters and whatnot. So, like I said, I don't know what this build is. We have a gym, we have a greenhouse, we have a pool, we have everything. We have a little art studio. Maybe we can put a couple more easels there. We can have classes everywhere. Ooh, actually, I didn't forget. I didn't put any of the I didn't put the actual, what is it, the board, the teaching board. So maybe I could put one of those in here. Like, this is a hot mess of a build. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. And we have a gym. Yeah, this is basically, maybe I should have flip-flopped it. So the gym was beside the, that would have made more sense. The gym was beside the basketball thing, and then the greenhouse is over here. But it is what it is. It's done. The layout does not make any sense. The rooms don't make any sense. But it's a vibe, okay? We have a couple rooms left. I think we still have a bedroom and some of the bathrooms to go, I think. Oh yeah, my favorite bedroom, the high-tech. I hate it. The high-tech bedroom. But the inside is like, it's okay. It's a greenhouse, so it's just basically a bunch of planters. I really didn't know what else to put in here. I tried to like alternate it and whatnot, so I change all the swatches to different ones. And then I switch those around and I put 4 in there, and then I place the little ones around the place. I thought that made it more, more dynamic. I don't know. And haunted, actually didn't mind the haunted bedroom. I didn't. It was better than the high-tech one, okay? Because it definitely fit well with the, what was this bathroom? Dark Academia. So it fit well with that. And then I put like the creepy burned painting in here. And then cobwebs, stuff like that to make it feel a little less lived in, a little creepy. But I don't know, did I achieve the effect correctly? I don't know. I tried. I wish there was a way you could make like a make specific rooms a particular like trait. You know how we have like lot trait? I wish we could make rooms like that. Because it would be fun if I could have like a specific room be haunted instead of the whole house be haunted. You know what I mean? Because that would have made this much better. And then I put like the little hole in the ground. I love those holes. They just really worked. Okay, and then the broken mirror. So this kind of like, this is a very like dirty old room. They even have a balcony. I do fix that door. It is kind of glitched into the wall at the moment, but like I said, this is a pretty good room. The shape was so odd because I cut into this room to fit a a sink into the bathroom. I had to push out a tile into this room, so I had this weird like staircase moment on the side. I really didn't know what else to put in here, so I just put like cobwebs and stuff, and so I only fit a desk with an old computer. But yeah, it's okay. And then, you know what I forgot? I do put a telescope out on this balcony, but this is only a 1x1 balcony, and to make the telescope look right, I have to face it out, otherwise it's just facing inwards. So I don't really know if you can use that telescope. I forgot to test that. It's fine. It's all fine. But yeah, very dirty, very, very cobwebby and old. That's what I tried. Okay? And then I tried my best to... I probably used like every pack, I think. Because I tried to match the aesthetic with everything. The windows, the walls, the lights, everything. So... this pack is very odd, I say. But we are on to the next bedroom. Second to last. We still have the high-tech bedroom. This is the eclectic bedroom. And I already did most of it. I don't know. I just did most of it already. All I have in this bedroom is a bed, a desk, and then another desk. It's the jewelry making desk because I thought that fit with like the eclectic vibe. And then I just cluttered it basically with a bunch of paintings and statues. Because I thought, I don't know, when I looked at eclectic on Pinterest, it was just a room filled with weird objects. So that's basically what I did. And then I put a couple of like the the garden stuff in here as well, like the flamingo and some gnomes, stuff like that. So I don't know. This room's kind of odd, but it's alright. It's better than the high-tech one. Okay? It's way better than that one. But I like it. It's cute. I don't know about the other one though. like I said, you'll have to let me know, does anybody like the high-tech bedroom? And like, I think what I hate about it for me was the exterior. Like I said, the wallpaper I chose, like I had to choose it. Once I seen it, I had to choose that one. But it's the exterior. It's like bright, reflective white. It's so bad. It's so bad. Everything's white. I don't know. It's horrible. Okay? But yeah, we're still cluttering this one. And I just raised everything with the 9 key if it didn't slot onto the dresser. Oh yeah, I put a dresser in here. So I fit a lot in here. Yeah, I fit a lot in here actually. I just did these like, I don't know, this weird techie wallpaper. I think it's from Get to Work for the inside. It's like weird paneling. And then I did the like pushed out windows from Eco Lifestyle. I don't know. And then I did like the big giant door for the balcony because it was just the right size. I was like, oh, I guess this works here. But it's such an odd space. It really threw me off. I went with like a sterile hospital vibe here. I put like the random doctor stuff over here, and then a little like, what is the desk from Strangerville? The little recording desk. And then that's it. That's all I put in here. And then I put like the weird like the warp thing, like the liquidy thingy in here. So it's like the weird thing, that thing. I don't know what that is. That, and then that's it. And it looks really, it's really out of place, isn't it? I mean, all of these rooms are out of place, but they kind of worked together, but this one's really odd. And then they have the steampunk bathroom that's shared, and it doesn't even have a door. It has an archway. I don't know, maybe I should have changed the door, but I didn't. I left it as an archway since it was the bathroom. That was what I had placed first. I didn't change it. I hate this room. And then I should give you a quick look at the exterior because that's the part I hate the most. Is the exterior. It's the wallpaper. I can't stand it. It's so bright and in your face. It's terrible. And then I didn't know what to put. They had this weird balcony. So I put a singular chair and then a light. And then that's it. And there you go. There's the full look of it. Isn't it? Oh, it's so odd. It's so bright and reflective. It's something. It's so bright. Like, it's so disconnected from the other pieces. And I put like the what is the panels for the electricity on top. I thought that matched the vibes. I don't know. It's odd. But then we got the underwater and then bathroom, which I thought was perfect. So I leaned fully into the underwater vibes and aesthetic. I used those like cute decals that we had from the one kit, the bathroom kit, I think. And then I don't know, but I was originally planning just like a single bathroom with a shower. And then I was like, oh, this space is like actually pretty big. Oh, well, we have the whole gym upstairs. I guess this could be like a public bathroom. And then we have the pool right there, so that could be like a public pool. So that was my thought process and why I made it like a public bathroom kind of. But yeah, I hate this bathroom. I hate it. It's too much blue. But I lean fully into the underwater aesthetic, okay? We are under the sea right now, and then it really clashes. Wait, what was the first one we got? What is this aesthetic on the left with the pool? I don't remember. It was like Mediterranean something, villa or something like that. I think that's what it was. And then I used the fish lights because I thought that really was perfect. But yeah, that's what we got there. It's terrible. It's terrible. And so we just had like the Japanese left and then the entryway left. So that's what we got. And then what is this? I kept it pretty simple because it said minimalist. This was my minimalist style. So I went fully, what is this pack? This was like the mountain pack. So I used those because their stuff was more like that type of culture aesthetic. And then, I don't know, it's very like tan and white in here. It's okay. It's very simple. And then the rest of the house is very not simple. I don't know. Is this a nice entry? I wish we had something else for the entryway. I don't know. And no, I don't think anything else would have. You know what? It's perfect. It's perfect just the way it is. I don't. No regrets, just choices. It's all perfect, and I wouldn't change a single thing about this build, guys. It's beautiful. Okay? And I didn't really know what to put in the corner there. So I was like, you know what? It's zen. It's very zen. So I put some meditation tools in there. Meditation stools. Sorry, I can't speak. And that's it. Like I said, I kept it pretty simple. I put these like that type of style like plants, and that's it. And then a couple paintings, and then I think that's it for the whole house rooms. And then I just do the rest of the garden that we had, and I didn't spin a wheel. I just did whatever. Okay, so yeah, that's a pretty good. I think that's a pretty good ending. This room was pretty simple, pretty normal, and then the garden. I didn't weird on a weird room. So that was the whole build, and I was pretty like, I was like, whatever, I'll just do whatever outside. And I felt like it was too tan. Like the wallpapers that came with the pack were a little too, I was being too neutral right here, so I added color with the greenery and stuff like that. But I think it looks okay. It's very lush. And then I made like a little mini parking spot in the front for just like one car. I don't know why. To fill up the space. I don't know. And I tried to like make it so it was very green and lush, I guess. I don't know what kind of vibe this is, but I was just trying to match what we had going on in the backyard, because there was a lot of plants going on. So I tried my best. And then even like the open hallway there has like plants coming out. So I was like, okay, I have to add something else to match the aesthetic. I kept this pretty like wide space, and then I just filled it in with like terrain paint. I could have put like something here, like a table or something, but I left it simple. I didn't really feel the need to put something in there, but I did make the parking space have a car, but that's it. And then I fill in everything else. And I always reuse the same like 5 or so plants. I added in a couple yellow bushes, okay? I spruced it up a little, some yellow bushes. I don't know. Does this, from certain angles of the house, you can't really tell it's weird, From like which way did I look? I think I looked from the right. From the right, it looks like a pretty normal house. And then when you look from the left, you got like 5 different styles going on that you can see, because the tree on this side blocks half of the house, so you can't really tell. So it looks okay from the right, and then you look at it from the left and you're like, oh, what happened? There's a lot going on over here. Yeah, you got the pipes coming out the steampunk bathroom, the solar panels, the sterile white room. It's something, guys. It's really something. And then I do remember I put a mailbox and then some trash cans. And then that's it. And then we did the back. And then I just filled in these areas that kind of trailed off. And I just made like a archway ending. And then I think it looks pretty cute. Like I said, I layered like a bunch of my vines came back to cover up the ugliness of the build. I think that's when I use vines. When I think the build's ugly, I use vines to cover up all the mistakes. Okay? And then I felt like this is all like, I think it's all like kind of capped off. So this all has like plants throughout, and then there's like the archway on this side and then on the other side of the greenhouse to get in, because on the back of this, the pool is kind of like cut off. It's okay. And I didn't really put a lot in the middle. So these pathways are quite large. I don't mind it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's okay. It's fine, guys. But that's all I had for you guys today. I thank you guys for watching. If you watched it all the way through, thank you. But drop any comments, thoughts, suggestions down below. And then I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time.